Hi Noodle. This is my cult commercial husband / brother. Had some good times together. Firstly, you are very open. I appreciate that in you. Since first getting to know you, you've just always been very, open, and you're not afraid to give your opinion, which is good. I really respect that, because I know so many people that hold back, but you're very honest and open, firstly. Secondly, you're hilarious. I have so much fun with you. I hope we keep in touch, because you're hilarious. Like, I don't know, just you're really fun to be around, and I think you'll do very well if you go on to do presenting, or even with your comedy, you'll be very good at that and engaging your audience. It's good times. You're talented, you're intelligent, you've done so much in your life, and I think it's good that even though you are intelligent and stuff like that, you've got this spiritual quality about you. You were talking about your meditation before and stuff like that, and that's something that unless you were open and honest like you are, we wouldn't find out about, and it's a really good quality to have, to be deep and stuff like that. You're really searching for something more and stuff like that, but then at the same time you're really funny, and you got the whole package, really. So good luck on your pursuits, and hopefully we'll keep in touch.
That's very good.
And now I'm going to hug you.
Good tomato.
Noodle head.
Wildfire. We've known each other now for about 8 weeks, and it's quite interesting with you, because I sort of really admire that purity about you. That desire to kind of get out into the world and to make a difference and to make changes. And I think that's a really cool thing about you, that you've got that passion, and you kind of wear it on your sleeve, which is really cool. And you're involved with a really good support network, and you've got some great people around you. And I was really impressed when we came over to your house, and you've got that little home, this amazing little home, and your husband seems like a really nice guy. You just seem like you've got a really nice air just about you, and also about where you live and the people that you attract into your life. And you've started to wear lots more colours to these things, which is cool, because it really brings out that sort of that beautiful person within you, who's not meant to be locked in sort of black and white clothing and stuff. I think from a presenter's perspective, like, we've seen you blossom from somebody who is obviously quite you're quite well educated, you know how to talk quite well and quite authoritatively, but you've developed this kind of glow, like the glow kind of comes out of you a lot more, and it's probably confidence, and you seem like you're quite confident in front of the camera now, and like, I reckon that you're a standout person in our group, as someone who, if I was ever going to do an infomercial, or needed someone to do it, I reckon that you'd be a really good candidate for it, because you have got this genuineness about you, and maybe it's because of your beliefs or because of your desire to change the world, that you've got that real nice openness about you. And the way you told that Rasputin story was just like, it was so believable, and you're really passionate about it, and you really felt it, and you're obviously really good at telling stories. So I think that you shouldn't stop telling stories, and you should follow your heart and follow your dreams, and just keep doing everything that you're doing, because it's been really good to know you.
But he gave her a slap. Is that not enough?
Foxtel. I think from when I first met you, I remember when I first turned up on the night and I met the few girls that were here, but I remember meeting you and thinking, man, you seem like someone that is just solid and genuine in who you are. And I think it was on the night when we shared our stories and you talked about your background and where you've come from and things. I was just like, wow, there's such a strength that's in you, and you seem like such a strong woman, and there's something I really admired about that from the time I saw that and heard you tell that story. And I think watching you over the course, seeing your determination and just your strength and what you do, and the other night when you had to do that take a few times, and I think seeing that and just your determination to get it right and your ability to pull yourself together and just your strong willpower just to go, nah, no matter what I'm feeling, I know what I'm here to do. And you just have that real strength in you, and I really, really do admire that. I think you're extremely talented in what you do, and not just in terms of standing in front of a camera and looking good. You actually have a real ability with words and comprehension, and making your words in a way that you can speak them out and people really understand, especially the journalistic type of thing. That's amazing when you wrote the script and things like that down, and realising, I thought at the beginning, wow, you're so talented with writing really serious stories, but how funny it was on all the little things that you've done. Just your ideas and your creativity and just your imagination with the things you do is amazing. And so I think, yeah, without saying the whole package, you really do have, in a nutshell, what I think, you have so many talents in so many different areas that I think no matter where you were to apply for a job or go and look for something, you actually would excel, because you're able to apply yourself to a situation and just match that, you know, and grow in it. And so I think you're beautiful, I think you're talented, and I think that you have such an incredible future ahead of you and what you're going to do. So it's been really cool getting to know you and call you a friend, so hopefully we'll stay in touch.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's okay.
Okay, so glowworm. What else do I say apart from what I already said before? I think you're really wise. I think that's probably one of the first words that comes to mind when I think of you. Just like you've been here before or something. Like maybe this is your second life or something like that. I don't know if that really describes it, but it's almost like you know so much more about everything and about the world than I think a lot of, well, basically most other people that I know, and I think that's what I find so fascinating and so intriguing about you. And just that you seem to see things, as you said earlier, a lot differently to how other people see them, and I think I'm really drawn to people like that, and that's why I could just sit there, I think, and listen to you for ages, because a lot of people out there, I think, are just saying the same regurgitated shit, and I just think you're not regurgitating any shit at all, and you've got all these ideas that are so big, but you've found a way of being able to put it into people's lives in a practical way that makes them feel safer about who they are, and that to me is amazing, that you are helping people on a daily basis and in a real way that actually changes them, whether it changes their thinking, changes their bodies, you know, changes everything about their whole life, and then leads on to them just being a happier person. And to me that's pretty amazing. I loved having the opportunity to come over to your house and meet your wife and meet your baby. You guys are a beautiful family. I mean, you've got a beautiful home. You've just seemed to me to kind of have it all. You're funny. I really enjoyed working with you on that kids script. So I would love to work with you again. And even though you were talking before about English not being your strength, English is my strength. So if you ever do need somebody to do writing or whatever it is as part of what you want to put out there about the work that you're doing, I totally believe in what you're doing, so you can always call on me if you do want anyone to work with you. And over this course, have I seen you develop? I think you kind of had it all there already, to be honest. I guess like everyone, you've probably learnt, you know, picked up bits here and there, and seeing yourself on screen is something different again. But I think you'll go really far in the comedy scene if that's the path that you choose to go down. And I think that your credibility and the way that you are just so genuine and so sincere in everything that you say, I think that whether it's comedy or whether it's you putting out things on the work that you're doing, I just think it's going to be received well no matter where it goes to.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Whoa. Thank you. Detonator. Now, I see lots, but I see stuff that you probably don't see. But maybe you see it, but you just don't show it. I don't know. So, one of the things that I see the most is something that I saw the very first time when we both sat here on the very first session and we interviewed each other. We talked about mangoes, yeah, and a whole lot of other random stuff. And what I saw then about you is this thing that you don't see about yourself, which is this natural kind of thing that you're not quite showing us until tonight. Yeah? And tonight something happened, I don't know what, maybe the last couple of days, but you seem so much more at peace with who you are. So something's happened over the, who knows, who cares? But that's cool. And there's the few elements that you have which sometimes you don't see as assets, but they really are. So you have the seductive thing, which is amazing. It so is. It's a beautiful thing. You're really attractive, right? These are good things, because if you don't have these things, you can't do anything in this industry, really. It's going to be hard. So they are really good things. And you have this, what came out tonight, this kind of just relaxed, total, this is who I am. But you've also got this strength, like when you talk about something every now and then, the deeper side of you that comes out, there's a strength with that. Yeah? The very reason that like you chose, you know, your stepdad, you know, there was something that you liked about the strong character, because that's you also have that strong character. And so there's all these great things that I see, and I just reckon all you need to do is not to be so humble, right? Don't act like it's not there or it's a bad thing, just see it as a strength, because it is if you want it to be, all of those things, and keep working on what is your strengths and grow them, because you have so much to give. And when you can see what other people can see, you won't be so harsh on yourself. You'll be like your biggest supporter, because you need to be, because you need to kind of show other people you. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.